We're live. I need more warning than that, Jason.
I liked it, Omni. That's good.
He didn't count us down.
You missed the
I know.
career.
We're not recording yet. We're just
I know,
going
but we
live.
went
Meeting is
live.
now streaming
I could've-
live.
I mean,
Could have not had any pants on, and
the trolls can already start seeing us.
Yes.
It's
No,
true.
they don't come in until a couple hours later when they're mad at us, which I'm sure no one's searching for this movie to watch online.
You know, if there is someone, we need to invite them to
The
the
thing
next
is,
podcast.
why are they searching for Cobra? Of all movies, they're commenting on Cobra the most. It's like, are you really?
I don't see why is Cobra that. That was my first time seeing Cobra.
Seriously,
Really?
if anyone is looking for Police Academy 3, invite them on for next time.
So one person.
I'll send him a link to the copy I have.
Send them the Zoom link to join us for our next movie.
Okay, we ready?
Nope,
Okay,
Nope.
cool.
I'm going last.
Welcome to I'll Send Mine. Jason?
Hey, well,
I'm Nick.
I'm Justin.
ooh,
And I'm Omni.
We're back.
I can get it.
And we are back to watch a movie. That's what we do. But what else do we do here? We watch one?
Drink,
Drink 'em.
drink,
We drink.
Drink.
talk,
Rate 'em.
We talk
Rating?
about it. We rate it.
Talk.
pick another one.
Wait, we rate on a scale though. Like
0 to 5.
zero is like you don't need a drink to enjoy this movie. It's fine. It's fine.
It's called a good
We
movie.
can.
We
Yeah,
don't.
we're not.
It's a guideline.
We do not condone sobriety.
And then five's
Not
like
in these times.
You need 5 or more beverages to enjoy this movie.
That happens sometimes.
It does happen.
And sometimes we mention the network we're part of.
What network
sometimes.
is that?
Points of interest.
Podcast network.
Podcast.networker.
I almost
UI
said points of
podcasts.
podcasts.
.com.
.net.
Points of podcasts.
Points
networks.
of
Yes.
POI.
Points of podcasts.
Cool. Well, we're back, and we're back for my pick. Police Academy 3, back in training.
How long did it take from 2 to 3?
137 episodes.
That's what I figured. You've been fighting for this for so long. It
I've
had.
been waiting for my shot. I didn't throw it away.
And you went for this movie.
Yeah, he threw it away.
I've been waiting 137 episodes to do this.
And that's like 3 years.
It's a while.
4 years.
It's a while.
Because we went down to like one episode a
I
month.
just wanted to keep my streak going.
We've
of the
been-
only
yeah,
one
we've
that
been
never picks
cranking
these
them out,
movies.
We get through a lot of episodes in this COVID time, so
That is true. It has been beneficial to the podcast network. We're very
But
productive.
I've been drinking
because we can't
shit
go
beer.
anywhere.
So this movie has most of the main cast from the first 2 movies.
What
I don't
movies
think
are we
anyone
talking about?
left.
Who are we missing? Oh,
I don't
yes.
think-
What movie are we talking about before we get
Are
to
we
that?
really
I already
missing
talked
them?
about that. Police Academy
Academy
3, back in training.
Yeah.
Gutenberg's back. Bubba Smith's back. Michael Winslay's
The
back.
Goots.
Yeah, they're all the main ones are back. I don't think anyone starts dropping off till after this.
Tackleberry
4 or
Hightower.
5. Yeah, Tackleberry Hightower. The ladies.
Callahan.
We can't
Hooks.
name the ladies.
I just
don't have the
did.
character names up.
Ladies.
Callahan and Hooks.
You know,
There you go. All right.
I
This
watched the
movie-
cartoon when I was a kid.
This
It's
movie
good
is a
cartoon.
tight 128, 1 hour 28 minutes.
Not very tight.
As we said, it's basically not a movie. It's like an extended 2-part episode.
My wife did make a comment.
My
My
wife. I do
This
This is a
appreciate.
sloppy
They
60
don't-
minutes.
They don't make movies that are like 90 minutes anymore. That's gone
don't.
out the ways that. And she's like, I just want to watch something short and fun. And they don't make that anymore.
I gotta say, I think we've been preaching that for quite a while on this podcast. We're like, where's the tight?
Police
90?
Academy
Bring it
3
back.
short.
But my wife brought it up, so I thought it was.
Oh, wow.
Just so you know, the last 4 movies of this series are all under or at 90 minutes. Just saying.
There's not going to be much story involved, buddy. That's not what this is about.
What's it about? It's about memes and garages with deep throats.
That's how the movie starts
That
out.
is how- it
Weird
starts
way to
out.
start a movie, but let's go with it.
No, that's quality entertainment right there.
Is it where he gets his coat stuck in the car door? And yeah, it's pretty stupid. The sunglasses. It's Mauser and Proctor meet up with 2 other sergeants in the police academy.
They were on the SARD side.
Yeah, so they don't really explain this whole thing.
Yeah, they don't.
Like no, wait, they do. They say Operation Fiasco is the name of the thing. Apparently, there's a cut scene where they talk about the actual name of the thing.
I thought it was Rochambeau. That's something. Never said
That's
something
it.
else.
And then they asked him how many police academies are in this state, and apparently there's 2. Which we all said, well, obviously you should probably shut one of those down. That seems like a waste, right? But the state has a police
Sounds like you're
academy. That doesn't seem
defunding
like
the
that
police.
works.
He's defunding
what
the police.
state is this from?
This is New York, right?
No,
There's-
it's supposed to be like
Because
LA.
if this is like Rhode Island, like clearly you've got like too many police academies. But if
Unless they're
it's
state
state,
police.
I mean, like New York, Texas, California, you could probably have more than one police academy.
I need more than one.
I think it
This
says
is
in
probably
their badge.
Delaware. Does it?
It's at this LA or New York, I think.
I think it's LA.
LA.
I always
LA.
thought it was Florida
LA.
just because they go to
This-
Miami.
It
Oh,
says-
look at you like paying
In the
attention to
future.
the movie.
No, in the future.
I thought it was Moscow because they have a mission there.
It's true.
Yeah, they go to Miami at some point for sure. So I'm trying to figure out
I'll
what
give-
their badge.
4 points to anyone that knows where they shot this movie, though, except for Jason.
It's
Yeah,
the Metropolitan Police. So they have
Filming
so
location.
in the city they have in the
So it's-
metropolitan area they have 2 police academies in the
So
state
it's
for the
Metropolis.
metropolitan area.
Metropolis.
Oh, okay. So
Why they have Superman? They don't need.
yeah,
a
they,
police
they
academy.
don't need police.
Yeah. Like seriously, this is too many, but they're gonna cut them down one at a time. I get it. Okay, we can move on.
So they're going to
So-
cut him down, but this is Mauser. I want to say the other guy, but it's Mauser because they replace the bad guys throughout these movies. Like that one changes a lot.
Mauser and Proctor.
Mauser, but there's another bad guy in the previous movie that's not the same bad guy, but they kind of just
Oh,
swap another
yeah.
dude in with him. It's the same Proctor. So basically, they're trying to shut down one of the police academies, and Mauser runs the not fun and cheeky, the serious and mean. He runs the police,
Yeah.
serious and mean police academy. He wants to get Lassard's academy shut down. But he knows this, and he's the only one that apparently knows this because everyone else finds out during the police academy's combined graduation, where the governor just up and says it to everyone, like he doesn't tell anyone else before this because Lassard's surprised. And that's kind of a weird way to do it, right? Oh, by the way, next year, one of you is not here anymore. So good luck. And the whole thing is but they have another class and another session for both of the police academies. So whoever wins the next year, those people are out of work or don't make it. I don't understand.
That checks out. I feel like that's actually how cops roll.
Yeah, just run through 2 more classes and one of them we're just not going to keep.
We're rolling the dice on your entire class, and like you could be top of your class and you're still garbage. So cool.
Got it. So this is where Lassard basically goes, he basically says, let's get the band back together by saying we need to get Mahoney and then we get the others and we bring back.
So were they still working in the police? Just spread
Yeah,
out.
they all were. Yeah.
They just brought them back together. Gotcha.
Yeah. Because Mahoney was,
Getting the band. back
Mahoney
together,
was teaching. Mahoney was
But he's still
coaching
a cop.
a
He was still a
girls'
cop. He was in the
basketball.
not
they
a,
had the-
a
he had-
Was
women's
he?
basketball team.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
Specific
community
on this.
outreach.
Yeah.
Community
He
outreach.
had a kid watch in his office, which was his cop car.
Oh, true.
They call it the shop.
Okay.
You got to watch some police dramas. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I
Gotta be
won't.
hip with lingo.
I won't. We're good though.
Yep. So they get everyone back. They get Jones, Callahan, Mahoney, Hooks, Hightower, Tackleberry.
Yeah. I think
And
that was the
then
cartoon.
That's the crew.
That is the
Yeah.
cool.
Well,
And
I
this
think
is
they put Bobcat in
where
the cartoon,
we see
too.
the new recruits, and there's wacky stuff that happens. I don't really think
There are a
we
bunch of
watch
winners.
much.
Bobcat comes back. No longer a bad guy.
Sweet Chuck, who was in the first movie or the second movie, I forget.
Was he a citizen?
Yeah, he was the guy that owned the chandelier shop that
Stupid.
got shut up, and then Bobcat actually kidnapped him. He was part of the first one. That's why Bobcat and him had this thing.
Yeah, it had this thing going back and forth.
So
Good thing they're
Bobcat,
roommates.
they're roommates. Yeah, and
That is-
Bobcat does.
You got
this
the rich
thing.
guy.
The rich guy, which I don't even remember.
Did
him
he
in-
show up after
I
that?
don't-
scene?
Yeah,
Remember
he
him?
was the guy that.
No, he
they
showed
make
up a few
point of him.
times.
He was the guy that
Okay.
was at the very end that went with the governor. He was, I think that was the guy, but really, they make
He's the one
point
that
of
called
this
in the
guy.
radio at the end.
Yeah, there's this guy that he shows up in a limo smoking a cigar or a cigarette on a fucking
Sir not appearing in this film.
yeah. And then he basically he tells Hightower, he calls Hightower Porter, take my bags to my room, and he like chucks his bag very far.
As he deserves.
As
Says
Hightower could
Porter,
at 6'7".
the big.
Dude,
Good dude.
fucking, he was always awesome though.
Yeah.
Who else is Sweet Chuck? He's the nerdy one, small nerdy nervous guy. You get I don't remember the guys he was in the previous one, but his wife wants to join.
Yeah.
the Academy.
Nerdy cop dude's wife wants
Steals
to be
the
in it.
car.
They could have
New-
cut this movie down a lot because you didn't need some of
You
that.
can't cut it down more from this short. Then it becomes
No,
a TV
it'd be
show.
a TV show.
That we'll talk about the TV show later once we get through the movies.
The
Do we have
cartoon or
to?
the TV show?
The actual TV show.
No, cartoon better.
We can watch that too.
Sweet.
Sounds like a podcast network. We could do this
Oh,
special episodes. Besides the rich dude and lady face, that's her name. And,
Asian.
Brian Tochi, Nagata,
the-
Nagata,
Nagata. Yeah.
which Oh, and Tackleberry's brother-in-law, which he was in one of the previous movies with his dad. Is Tackleberry's dad in this movie too, and they punch each other, and it's funny. That's how they.
So
Was
they have a
it-
good.
Because we
Good,
met we met that when he first took his lady over to his house to meet the family, and they punch each other, and it was funny. In
Okay.
previous movies, yeah. So Ladyface, racist stuff happens.
Lots of racist stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, we see the Fun Academy, the Serious Academy. Nagata is initially at the Serious Academy, but then Mauser's really racist and just kicks him out and sends him to the other one.
So he goes from the serious racist academy to the more cheeky and fun racist.
cheeky and fun. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that-
But
good
still
nature.
semi-racist.
Their shenanigans are cheeky and fun. For the
They
most
do
part.
help them with the super racist.
They're more diverse too.
They hook him up with a pretty hot American woman. So
He was happy about it. She was happy about it.
He was
Love is
love-struck.
love. There you go.
it's going to
Bob-
transition well to audio.
So Bobcat and Sweet Chuck are roommates. Training happens. I didn't really take a lot of notes here because it was pretty stupid.
Yeah, they were doing jumping jacks and
Sweet Chuck
Like
wants to quit.
as he should.
The two trader dudes that worked with Mauser are trying to make things that make them look incompetent.
They succeed, but they fail. I
They
mean,
do. Then we have an inner city academy boxing match.
It's an inter academy,
boxing match.
which someone said, yeah, that's next year. They're not going to be able to hold that when there's only one
there's
academy.
only that. It's just gonna be academy
Let's
boxing
just
match.
get right the intra academy.
or they'll have to get some criminals to box against.
Ooh, there
You
you
got
go.
the golden gloves.
But we don't talk
Sanctioned
about
though.
that.
It'll be sanctioned.
They maybe they'll do it in a basement.
Did we do that a few episodes ago?
Yeah, last one. I think
That's
so.
fine. Yeah.
I don't know what order these come out in. I assume you
Sequential.
edit and do
Sequential.
like have like creative control over your schedule.
They do.
No, not so much. Okay.
We're usually sequential here. A very synchronous podcast. I think there's been like once we've done out of order before reasons. I don't remember why.
We had the
Oh
special.
no! Wait, no.
the
The
lost
Halloween
episode.
one, the Halloween one, and the
and the lost
Christmas one,
episode.
and the lost episode. There's 3 times
Um,
we do it.
Back to the Future.
Well, we did. No, I'm saying he's saying the order we record is usually the order we release in, except for Christmas, Halloween, and the lost episode.
Lost episodes. Yeah.
What's the lost episodes?
You
We
were
never-
there. We recorded it when we recorded in Denver.
Yeah, you were there.
That was the lost episode.
We were in Denver.
Yes.
Episode
let's-
117.
It's still
not
lost.
talk about
It's
that
still
one.
lost.
No, it released.
We're still looking
Let's-
for it.
Let's not talk about that one.
We don't listen to that one. Yeah, that was by me accidentally skipping over at number 117. And we had to make up that
We
problem.
had to go back and fill it in
Anyways,
with an unlinked episode.
well, they found out how the sausage is made on this podcast now.
Yeah.
We record
Secrets
them,
out.
then we release them.
This
People are
a
going to be able to
this
replicate our genius here.
Please do.
Podcast is quite the sausage
Um,
fest.
Boxing match. Okay, this never made anything. So Zed, Bobcat
That's
See?
dead.
is
That's
Zed's dead, baby.
trying to hit on the old evaluator lady, and then his old gang shows up in a long ass car.
Yeah, with like legs coming
legs,
out the trunk
and they steal him
and
Not
her.
her.
and her, and
He
he
says
says,
this
"This
is
is my
music-
new wife." And
This is-
No,
nothing,
future. It's his future wife.
nothing
the
happens
future
after
Mrs.
this.
Wait, have you gone frame by frame to make sure he's not wearing a wedding ring through the rest of the
You're
movie?
right. I don't know if they didn't get married. Yeah, maybe that's
I
why
mean-
they. But correct me if I'm wrong, because I did black out a couple
It's-
times this movie.
I don't blame you.
Did that ever come of anything? Like it seemed like the movie just moved on. after that.
It just, I think that was
Folks.
just showing that them all failing was the
Yeah,
main part.
they
is
got
that's-
abducted, and the other ones they had the
They failed.
evaluators in the back of the car. Because this is where
Yeah.
this is where the two guys
Yeah.
that were trying to sink the academy, like they push the recruits into the field before they're supposed to be in the field, right?
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Okay.
So that was the point of that whole thing. It
Yeah.
was dumb.
There was a point to that.
They were because they
Yes.
were able to manipulate Car 54 on the Commodore 64.
Are we talking about 1024s or that's later?
Yes,
1048s.
well, it was
1048.
It was 1048. Yeah.
All right.
It's a
So
fun game.
so a lot of weird scenes, like they flip the car over and then whatever. Tackleberry shoots a crossbow with a cigar because the guy would.
I guess smoking, yeah.
Like, why didn't that at least explode? Like exploding bolt, boom. Like we could have a humor
in-
there.
It's-
But at the
Not
end of that
Shadow,
in the
day,
re-
it's not Shadowrun.
In recast, we'll make it explode.
that's true. But at the end of that day, it was a bad day. They go to the bar with some of the recruits, and they're like, "Ah, no problem. Let's drink and have fun." And Mauser and Proctor come in, and they're all happy, so they order champagne at this bar.
Because they're winning, right?
They're
They're
winning,
winning the
and
race.
Mahoney goes up and says, "I bet you can't tell champagne from beer." And he's like, "Oh, of course I can." Then he tapes his eyes shut. He puts the tape over his eyes and just taps down on his eyebrows, like, "Let's get it on there. Can you real tight? Can you see it?" And he tastes the champagne. He's like, "This is champagne." He's like, "Oh, you got me." And he walks
We do this
away.
with Eric and Bud Light and Miller Lite.
Let's try it.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm in. He doesn't listen, so let's do it. And this is where Proctor rips off the tape and he loses his eyebrows for the rest of the movie, which actually was, I thought, pretty funny.
That's one of the funniest bits in this entire thing.
Yep. So he has no eyebrows, and then Proctor
Oh, he gets
draws
eyebrows
on-
later, though.
Proctor draws them on. No, it's the next scene.
It's like that's perfect. But he's like has the mirror, and I've done this before.
And
too.
Omni's comment was very much on.
Looks like my grandmother.
No, yeah, it is. And but the thing is,
Shave him off
Mauser-
and draw him back on.
Mauser at the end's like, "How do you like it?" I like it a lot. Or he
Yeah,
says-
he actually,
he's like,
but
"I love it."
And-
later on he
and
comes
yet
back
the
with
next
big
scene is like
caterpillar.
caterpillars.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like everywhere.
This is the tear gas train that is whatever. I mean, they're in there. They're supposed to get the mask on and come out. Only the funny thing is, Hightower throws the tear gas through the wall. He's like, "You missed, good throw." And he's like, "It went in." I mean, you're right.
Yep, got
And
him.
then the second thing is, everyone comes out and Bobcat comes out. He's
Like
screaming.
smoking
No
on
mask.
the
It's like, I'll go back in there.
smoking on the canister.
He's having a good time. And this is where we go to the police person's ball.
Hey, they were very progressive.
They were. And this is where the sex worker from the first one, because that's what we call them now, Proctor and Mauser insult them. So Mahoney gets his friend to play a joke on Proctor where she takes him up to the room because he's eating all this shrimp. And she's like, "Oh, I love a guy who eats shrimp like that." Takes him up to the room.
Got like a goatee of cocktail
Oh,
sauce.
They're making out.
Oh,
She gets him naked.
It's like
and
making
she's
out with
like,
a clown.
"You go to the bathroom. I need to get
Omni, it's
ready."
about like this, right? That
Yeah.
red, about that.
Works well for audio. Thanks.
Yes. She tells
We're
him to the
live
We're
on
bathroom.
you. We're
We're
live
live
on YouTube.
sir.
Yeah.
You know,
If you want to
your
get the
video.
A real
full,
fan would watch the
yeah,
live stream.
if you want the full
Yeah.
effect of this, watch the live stream.
don't.
And this is where she gets him to go out into the hallway completely naked, which then he has
He
to
takes us to the bathroom, and someday Jason will tell you the story about him being
listen.
Licking the door.
I have no shame in what happened.
Tricking
there.
himself. There's
I'd
no
be
other
lucky
person
enough.
involved. He
out in the
tricked himself.
hallways of San
Allegedly.
Francisco.
It was.
You're lucky enough.
I had boxers on. Whatever. We're good.
Wasn't hanging dong.
I had no shame. I went down there. I owned up to it. I said, "I need key to my hotel room, please." They didn't even bother asking me for a license because they saw me and they're like, "Here you go."
Because there's not many giants walking around that hotel, I assume.
Who else would walk down from the elevator in just their boxers and say, "I need my 1024, please. I need a key."
Molly Brown.
10, no, it's
It-
1048.
Was it
1048?
1048?
Give him 1048.
That would have been great.
Still a good game though.
Yeah.
Still a good game.
Yeah. So he gets locked out. He-
1024.
He has all this stuff happen to him. He's, lots of people see him naked. He gets in the elevator, sneaks out, steals a car, finds a car with keys in it,
Yeah, that's theft. That's not his car.
Right.
drives away. The car runs out of gas.
Yep. In a nice part of town.
Nice part of
Looks like a
town.
steel
So he gets
gauge.
out and
Yeah.
he grabs a.
He would have filled it up,
two
but
trash
he
cans.
didn't have his wallet.
Yeah. It wasn't in his prison wallet, so he had not have his wallet. So he
That's
put
why
the
you always
trash
keep a
cans.
spare 20 in your prison wallet.
He's holding the trash cans on the front and the back to hide himself, and then the cop car drives by and he moves the trash can from the front up to his face to hide himself from the cop car that drives by. Which,
Well, to be fair,
to be fair,
if you move the one that was on the back,
it
he would
kinda
move
worked out.
from his ass up to his mouth. And,
You never go ask him.
no, that's,
He could have moved the one from this up to here and the one in here to here though.
yeah, but did you have, never mind.
I mean, it
Let's
depends
move
on what you're into.
One's better than the other.
There's no judgment on this podcast.
A little bit of judgment on this podcast.
I think we're judging.
Um,
So he
but
ends up
the
in a
whole
nice,
point of this is he ends up in a bar. Like he goes through the door. We just see like a poster on the wall. Then the spotlight hits and we hear the Blue Oyster bar thing. And all the dudes watch. I don't know when they stopped doing the Blue Oyster bar in the series. I really don't remember, but this is one of the best things of the series. The stupid.
Mhm.
Does the Blue Oyster cult play at the Blue Oyster bar?
They would. If,
Does that happen
I would like to think they did.
with
Maybe
more
it's their
cowbell?
bar.
It could be.
I feel like they would
Maybe that
fight
happens
Queen
later.
to play there.
More
at
apt.
The police person's ball. Mauser insults the sergeant in front of everyone, and Mahoney gets the microphone and it's like, "Oh man, I was just talking to Mauser, and he's saying, you know what, you guys messed up today, but it's really not what happens now; it's what happens later." Like,
Yeah.
today." And then
He plays people. He's a good people person.
Does
Yeah.
He
Mahoney's
drops
very,
the mic-
he's
he drops the-
inspirational.
He drops the cordless microphone into a thing of water in front of Mauser. Mauser grabs it and apparently electrocutes himself. We're all like, "Sure, okay."
Yeah, that's
That's how
know,
electrics work.
a couple of AA batteries will totally short you out.
Gotcha. Got him. Shocks him up. And then we find out that the last day of the thing is the candidate at training and evaluation competition, where they're having one recruit from each academy attends the governor's ball, where they get to send 2 from Mauser's academy because he's a cheater. The rest of them are doing things, and this is where the 2 dudes that are trying to get their Lassard's stuff to fail. They're sending cars around. They're across town, like
Being
tackle
dick
bars on one
faces.
side of the town, and the other side of town, because the other 1048's going on.
So
Which
many
1048 means
1048s.
roving
A lot
gang
of 'em.
activity, I think.
And
but
there's like, what was it? Hightower was like 3 blocks away, but no, send somebody else from way
Tackleberry.
far away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to send Tackleberry to all of these.
Yep,
Yeah.
always send Tackleberry.
You know, if
He's-
you need someone to de-escalate, like, why not
That's him.
send the guy with the
Were
And I
these were these the land roving gangs of Plano?
yes, it's
Like
Alan
Ranger.
Silverbacks, as we used to call
No, it's the PCP, the Paperclip Posse.
it. Oh,
That was
I'm not familiar
that was the
with
gang in my high school. They wore
sound pretty
paperclips
cool.
on their hats. Yeah, they were pretty legit.
It sounds pretty tough.
actually, yeah,
We were
Too
all
legit?
terrified of them.
too legit.
To quit,
Too quick. Hey.
cut it out.
Oh, okay. Hooks is there, and she finally sees like there's Pac-Man basically going on with the cars because they're getting sent all over the place.
They were moving very fast around the
But
city.
then they turn around and they see a dude with a fucking Commodore. Well, it's probably a Commodore 64 controller because the Commodore 64 is run the police department, as we found out. I
Yes.
don't know, whatever. They're just doing this and it's making stuff go around, and then Hooks like goes and punches them both out, but she does a crisscross, as we figured out, a punch. So left hook, right hook, across. Which is
Crisscross will make you what?
knock out,
Jump,
Up,
jump.
jump.
fall.
Oh, yeah.
I'm wearing my clothes
They
backwards
did
right
not
now.
jump.
And then they're at the governor's party. We think it's the fancy rich dude. We're just gonna say it's him.
Yeah, it was him.
Yeah.
Sees the bus
Sir
boys.
was only in the first scene of this film, and now
Is
it's
this
back
the regatta?
The
This-
regatta cheese.
well, rich people go to regattas. That's true.
It's true.
Abel, is that how that regattas work? I don't know. You dealt with regattas before.
Yes,
Being
Yes,
a
it is.
regatta
You gotta
man,
be rich to go to a regatta.
It
I don't
helps.
think so.
I was
Or
never
in
invited.
we're in Cub Scouts.
You just gotta be super interested in
In
rowing.
rowing.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. Oh,
Ow.
This is where a gang of thieves, as it says, dressed as busboys, put on these masks, except for the main guy. He doesn't put his mask on. And they're there to rob.
He's an
That's it.
anti-masker.
Oh,
He's
you're right.
asserting his personal freedom.
he was just
That's where
ahead
we're
of his time.
This is where
Yep.
we're going.
Yeah, we're gonna bring politics into this.
Keep your politics out of my podcast. So at the party,
Your
they go.
podcast out of my politics.
They robbed the
Sorry.
guests, and I think they robbed the guests and they took the governor hostage. But I don't think that
Wait,
was
they
the plan
robbed 'em?
initially.
No,
Robbed
nope.
them?
One
Robbed
lady
them.
did not get robbed
They robbed
because she
them.
put her pearls under
The toupee.
her husband's.
The guy was very happy about it.
Yeah.
You robbed him, eh?
And this is where
Got
Someone said
afraid.
he was getting laid that night for hiding the jewels.
yes,
Okay.
Mauser's dudes faint upon being.
Oh, that was
they
the,
pass
uh,
out, right?
Yeah. Guns pointed at him.
The
fall
Trump
asleep.
safe, right?
Lassard's guy.
Yeah.
Yes,
Don't
Lassard's guy
bring
gets
politics.
We have prison wallet and Trump safe.
Lassard's team finds out, and Mahoney and the gang they mount up and they.
Well, they
drive
heard
to-
it because the
No, no, wait.
Yeah.
Mount up. What?
regulators.
I
Regulators.
missed that.
regulate any stealing of his property.
Yeah.
Damn.
And
good.
Damn
Damn.
good too.
Deregulate the situation.
Yeah, so they drive up, but they're on the other side of the lake from the regatta.
Channel.
So of course
Channel.
they.
I think it's a channel.
It's a
I
channel.
think it's channel. Yeah, that
Right.
channel. That makes sense.
It is a body of water. Move
So
on.
look over, and there's just
But
happens to be a.
It's a donut lake.
That is a donut.
That is a donut lake.
So they happen-
They're 4 miles away across the water.
They happen to see that they're right next door to a jet ski rental place. So of course
And-
they
Bob's fish and tackle.
suit up, and
They suit up and move their badges from their
Yes.
uniforms.
And
to
you're
their
not a police
wetsuits.
without your badge. so-
Except
I mean-
Bobcat.
Do the
Or
cadets?
said-
Yeah, do the cadets have badges?
You just-
Look, no one would
Badges?
believe that
They're still
Bobcat
in
was
training.
actually a an
Badges?
officer if he wasn't wearing
We
a
don't
full
need no
uniform.
We don't need no stinking badges.
So they fly in formation
he seems like a nice guy. I'll have him. as
Flying
cop.
V.
across the lake.
Was it? Yeah, was it a flying V?
It was.
They're right.
Including Lassard, he's there in the boat.
Across the, it's
They're
a
all there.
channel. Channel.
He was
Channel.
standing up on there like George Washington crossing the Delaware.
It's a donut
Oh.
channel.
Is it Channel
Spoiler.
by Chanel?
Chanel.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
it's
is
pronounced
actually
Chanel. You're right.
Coco channel.
Coco
just a
Chanel.
pungent lake.
I want a donut now.
It's donut
It
Chanel.
does sound good. It does sound good.
All right, they make it across the lake. They fight people, and then some of the bad guys escape with the governor and boats, and we have a boat chase that happens, and things happen.
Nope, it happens. You're
It
right.
does happen.
Lots of stuff happens. Big
Does.
boat
Things
race.
happen.
Big boat
We talk
race.
about
Jet
Lieutenant
skis.
Callahan wearing a half zip
We can.
wetsuit, and all the other ladies are wearing full zip.
Oh, the other ladies.
Well, they don't have her assets.
They
Should have
do
put
not have her assets.
She's a
a
strong.
ring on it.
She's a strong, independent woman.
She is.
I'm not
And-
against it. I'm just saying.
We talked about it. Yeah.
She.
The more the merrier.
If they remade this movie, she'd be a
Oh, and
CrossFitter.
The whole during this whole time, the Mauser and Proctor heard this on the radio and said, "Oh, it's just them trying to get us. We're going to keep on going. They can't
Yeah.
get us." So
Can't, you got.
yeah, we have a giant donut Chanel race where they have a couple times they do jumps and they knock over boaters and people get knocked off of
Like-
jet skis.
They didn't. They had some sweet.
Carl
sweet
Winslow
jumps.
goes-
Sweet jumps.
Carl Winslow goes under.
He
the
does these
water.
submarines with the
Carl
yeah.
Carl
Wait,
Winslow.
wait,
Carl
when
Winslow.
did Carl Winslow?
Sorry,
enter
not
this
Carl.
movie?
I mean, he might
This
be
is not
related
Chicago.
to Carl Winslow.
Only if it's Chicago.
Same name,
Right.
right? Close enough. Yeah, no, he does the submarine thing. That's all I really remember about this movie is that one scene.
Then he pops back up.
He went
Yeah,
down
pop backs up.
Periscope.
You down
Have the
periscopes?
down
and-
pair.
Yeah.
Can we chain off this in a down periscope?
Or
Nope,
Golf
I've
balls.
checked.
Okay, good idea.
it's not a great movie. It's
So
not the
they,
best one.
they
of his.
win.
It's fun.
They just win. Like eventually the
Straight
the
up.
governor's on. Mahoney jumps on.
This is like a 20-minute scene. It goes on for a while.
It's just like a fifth of the movie.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
This is a fifth of the movie. Shenanigans, slapstickery.
and because they rescued the governor and Lassard, I mean,
They win.
Mauser's people were incompetent and didn't do anything to help. Obviously, not Lassard's wins, and
I do want to point out like Lassard says, "Oh, one of our guys is in danger. Let's go help them."
he's a good guy.
Good guy, good leader. That's what you want in leaders. Abel,
The class.
Jason, being managers, lead your people.
Yeah, try being a manager for once.
Do ya?
You, Nick, try.
You
No,
try.
I'm just
Hard
mid-level,
pass.
boy. Mid-level. As far as Nick
Oh, by the way,
stays.
that's the movie. That's it. They win.
Yeah, we're
It's okay.
done.
Oh yeah, I was trying to string it out a little bit.
We get the karate chop from Lassard at the end.
Yeah, he does. He does a donkey
Yeah,
kick.
freeze-
It
donkey
makes
kick.
sense.
Freeze
Hey, what?
frame,
That's a donkey kick. Yeah.
That's it.
Let's
Yep.
go show.
What
It's
you eat,
quick.
Jason?
Popcorn.
See, my wife bought me
Rate it.
popcorn too. The popcorn.
Rate it.
Popcorn? Not bad.
He is a podcasting pro.
Is it,
Usually you got
what-
the popcorn. You have popcorn tonight.
Did you,
Yeah, so
did
I can
you,
make some popcorn.
sprinkle some slap your mama?
No, actually, Abby, my daughter made it for
Ooh.
me, and I had the ref
This-
what she didn't eat. So
That's nice.
that's yours. Yeah.
Did you put some Papa John's garlic butter on it?
It had I
Jesus
made
Christ, Omni.
it, and I
That
had
actually
it.
sounds legit. I am
It-
going to make sure
I
to try.
believe I've done that before because
Dude,
Omni
I'm-
said that before, and I've done that before.
I missed.
No,
good.
I think
It's
anytime
really
I go to
good.
Omni's house, I'll just stop by Papa John's and get just like, hey, can I get like
I don't
15
think you
garlic
have
this?
to. I think it
Here.
sounds like he has a stockpile of Papa John's.
Put this
sauce.
in your
Yeah.
fridge, buddy. Remember me when you do
I
this.
hate what Papa John stands for, but I love the garlic butter, so I order their pizza, which I think is okay. A lot of people hate,
Eh,
whatever.
I don't like
But
it.
Just don't do the extra cheese.
Their garlic butter is
Unless you want
legit.
to
So I get like
destroy your
one pizza with like
hotel room.
47 things of garlic butter in the dude.
So you just have a stack of them?
Yeah, he like hands me a plastic bag, like just legit full of them, and is like, "And here's your pizza."
And you're like, yep, I'm going to regret this blowout later.
Nope,
So
No regrets.
We
whatsoever.
made
no
it.
regrets,
did it.
not even one.
I do
We did
miss
it.
the Flying Saucer used to have the dill flavored popcorn. That was pretty good.
Hey, Dill,
Hey, dill.
we're doing a podcast here.
I thought we were naming our favorite. Isn't this popcorn podcast?
It is
Am I in
now.
the right place?
Mom and Popcorn and McKinney's pretty good if we're talking about popcorn.
All right. So they have dill flavored popcorn
They
though.
probably do.
All right.
Deal?
Figured
What's
you'd
the
be the
deal-
only
what's
one
the
that
deal
would
with Dill?
appreciate Hey Dill.
What's the deal
Yes.
with Dill? Anyways, the movie's over. Let's.
It's been
Is it-
for a while.
I'm gonna rate it.
All right.
Can you rate it?
Yeah,
If it was
please.
130 episodes, I don't remember what I said.
Doesn't
If it
matter.
wer- If it weren't for the last 20 minutes of this movie, this would be a garbage trash movie. It's a good movie, but
Is that because you drank all that you should
no.
in those
but
first 107 minutes?
I didn't drink enough in this movie.
I'm gonna say because of the last 20 minutes, which were kind of fun,
I don't.
I'm gonna give it a 3.
Yep, that's
It would have been a
Oh,
4.
all right,
It
all
would
right.
have been a 4 had it not been for that last part because the rest of the movie was just trash.
I thought.
So
you
I'm not going to disagree with Jason. However, I'm going to say that you need to have 4 beers before you get to the last 20 minutes, and those 4 beers are what make the last 20 minutes fun.
I had
Oh.
a 22 and a 16,
4.
so sure.
How much is this much bourbon?
Yes, drink all the bourbon to enjoy this.
Well, not all of it. You need to save some.
No, go for broke.
All right, so
You'll
3
enjoy
to
it
4,
more.
4.
Yep.
Wait. What did we say? 3, 4, 4.
Me and Omni are in cahoots on that one. That's a foursies.
I think it's a 3 because it's
Man.
Police Academy 3. It's
That's
not a good,
It's easy
It's all
math.
downhill from here.
It
It's
is all
also-
downhill
it's-
from here.
it's not a good movie, but its redeeming quality is that it's short and it's got some moments.
It's cheeky and fun.
You're not
It
It's
wrong.
also-
not a good redeeming quality.
It also makes me yearn for a simpler time where a movie like this was actually passable.
Mhm.
Because I'd go back to 1986 over today and relive the Police Academy 3 days. I've also had a 16 and a 22, so yeah, that's about 3 beers.
3 beers, please.
Yeah. Abel, what you say?
Yeah.
Go ahead and poo poo
What you
all over it.
say?
So I'm in agreement. It's a 3. I listen. I giggled many times in this movie.
That's
Um,
because we're funny and the movie was also on.
Blue Oyster Bar, last 20 minutes. Otherwise, it's a really, really bad movie.
It has its moments, but the only annoying thing and why it's a 3 for me is that
Subtle racism.
no, it's the fact
Not
that
so
it feels like
subtle
a movie.
racism.
It's the fact that it feels like they just took a ton of B-roll and they clipped it together, unlike the other 2 police academies, which felt a little bit more storytelling. And
They
then
try to
this
put
one-
people together, and
Yeah, they
Which was
just
a cash-
stitched
cash-
everything,
cash
and it just
grab.
was like, hey,
This was-
let's.
this
try
will
to,
be the
like-
last one. Let's try to
Yeah.
make the most of it.
So third
Yeah.
movie in 3 years. They were just
They were
cranking them
pumping
out.
these out. Yeah, and
Again, I was a child at this time, so it
You're
was.
still a child.
Thanks.
it could have easily been a 4 or 5 just because there's nothing here.
I watched the shit
outside
out
of the
of it.
last,
Nothing.
last 30 minutes.
I watched the shit out of Police Academy.
Fun.
Michael Winslow, fucking greatness.
Yeah, Winslow and Callahan with the
Yeah,
acting
heads
factor.
heads down, thumbs up. Callahan, hot or not?
Yeah.
I'm conflicted.
Yeah,
I don't know.
strong
She's like-
independent woman. Strong independent
she-
woman.
She is the she's the highest ranking officer too. Outside
Like
of
the
the
hottest dude on the show.
she's stacked
But
for sure. But
Bobcat
Sh-
did a lot of voiceovers back in cartoon days when I was growing up.
No.
So I always liked Bobcat as a character.
So you're not wrong, Abel. Basically, Bobcat very much suggested to the writers that they make the movie make sense and the ending tie into the rest of the movie. And
Bobcat
they told him to shut up
suggested
and just
this to the
act.
writers.
Yeah,
Well,
that-
because
that-
he's actually he's a director now. He
Yeah,
does.
he's a writer. Like he.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's not.
he was
He's
writing
a
shit
smart
like that.
man. He played a character
he-
for a
and
while.
he
I'm not a
actually,
smart man.
he negotiated
know
to,
what love is.
return for this movie. He got $600,000.
Smart.
And he also said, "I'm only going to do it if you give me that, and you also give Sweet Chuck $600,000."
That's fucking awesome.
That's fucking great.
Good guy.
How much
He's
does this
sticking
movie
up for
cost?
his, stuck up
Oh,
for his
let's talk
roommate.
about that. I got that.
I
12
was trying
million.
to set you up like in a clean segue, but you
All
had to
right.
like point it out.
We're going to go back. Police Academy 1.
Segway like the
Budget,
scooter
4
thing.
Yeah, the ones that have been canceled.
So
They're
Police
done now.
Academy budget was 4.5 million and made
We've
150
got scooter
million.
talk here.
Okay, 4.5 million to 150 million for Police Academy 1.
Fuck.
2,
That's
Abel's
7.5
timing out.
million.
Abel's timing out you.
Timing out.
I need to get beer. But I
Then
wanna
get a
hear
He,
beer.
he
You
doesn't
don't need
want
to be
he
here for
doesn't want to
this.
miss
I'm
movie
not going to wait for you.
financials.
Just go get a beer.
I want to hear the financials.
I'll
I
talk
get-
really slow.
What-
Okay.
Plan
Wireless
ahead.
headphones.
Okay, quick. I'm going to run through it real quick.
Yeah, you have to do this.
4.5 to 130.
150.
No,
4.5
150.
to 150.
Wow, that's quite the return. I can see why they
7.5.
bankrolled 5
Seven-
more.
7.5 for number 2. It made 115.
Fuck.
Jesus.
Number 3 was
Skip
12.2.
to 5.
All right, they keep going up. Fuck.
12.2 made
One-
$107 million.
Oh, I was going
all
to say
the-
105.
It was all the jet skis and boats they destroyed. That's all
Well,
the budget was.
$1.5 million of that was Bobcat and Sweet Chuck.
That's true. Holy fuck.
And,
And only
I'm sure
because
Mahoney
Bobcat-
I'm sure Steve Goonberg got a bunch of that money too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
you
he was
probably got like
in
2.
short
And
circuit.
I'm not gonna.
And Lassard
I'm-
probably got a
I'm
bit.
not gonna. I'm not gonna tell on the next movies because we're gonna watch them. But let's just say it's diminishing returns.
I mean,
they got
they
worse.
continue to increase the cost and lower the.
They continue to lower the cost.
Oh, they do
Sure.
lower the.
They lowered their budget from 17 million. That's that. No,
Oh,
17
three.
million is the peak.
3 was.
Okay.
We haven't hit that yet.
No, 4 is the peak, probably.
Four
Yeah,
is the
okay.
peak.
Yeah.
And you will not believe what the listed box office for Mission to Moscow is. We just got to get there to talk about it.
I feel like you're personally challenging me to
To be able to
make
control
a,
Wikipedia the
things.
shit. Just Wikipedia the shit.
You could, but we're not
No,
going to tell
no.
our dear.
So did
Yeah.
Bobcat
Hey, what
have
you
a lot
get?
of Did Bobcat have a lot of pull this time? Cause he
No,
was
they
doing
told him to
s-
shut up and act.
What is that, Abel?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cause
Shut up and
he
make
had,
the funny
he had been
voice you
doing,
do.
Bobcat had to be doing a lot of stuff at this point. What year was this?
What?
86? Yeah.
86.
So Bobcat was.
This was the
doing
year of
wasn't
so much
big.
shit.
this was the year of Top Gun and Nick's birth.
Yep.
Bobcat
This-
was not on Top Gun. He might have had more pull.
No, 80,
No.
1986. So a lot
86
of
though,
things
yeah.
happened that
This
year.
movie came out a month and 2 weeks after I was born.
He had been in.
Yeah, yeah, Omni. That's how it
Looks
goes.
like some sort of
he'd been in.
prairie.
He
My
started
wife
in
wouldn't have been
1980.
alive for like 5 or 6 more years.
He was in
after this.
Police Academy 2. And then he was in Police Academy 3. He was on a couple TV shows and stuff, but this is literally his like second movie. So he had no pull.
I don't
Bo-
even know what that says.
Yeah, he just did so many
Anyways.
cartoons as a kid. I remember from Bobcat.
Oh,
That's it. We did it. That's
Prairie.
it. We could talk about what we drank.
what does it say? I can't read that font.
I didn't drink enough to deal
Looks
with
like
this
Karate Punch.
I had
well-
I had a
What?
Modern Times Pharaoh
Oh.
Ascendant.
Is that what we're talking about now?
And then I had a Weldworks Fudgy Grams.
Oh, I almost had the Fudgy
Oh,
Grams.
yeah, fucking Fudgy Grams. I want another one.
I have one more Fudgy Grams.
And whoever wants to go next can.
So
Oh, go ahead.
I'm pretty sure last time we were on here, I drank a Divine Reserve and then maybe another Divine Reserve. There's a good chance by the next time we record, I will be out of Divine Reserve. I had like 8 cases of
Oh, I
bourbon
know.
of Divine Reserve, and
I
I'm
got some
almost
if
out,
you need some.
I'm almost out of beer.
I've been in that closet.
I
There was
have
so
not-
much Divine Reserve.
I have not bought beer since COVID hit. I'm almost out of fucking beer. So send help and
Yeah,
beer.
I was like, this sounds like a plea for help.
I know.
Uh,
I
have
have
an
some
app for
Divine
that.
Reserve. You might not want all of them, but I got some backups. If you
I
need
know a way you can purchase beer without
called-
leaving your home.
Like go to the store.
them. No,
No, they want you to spend a fucking fortune to do the bullshit.
no, it's not
Traver
that
shit.
bad. It's great.
They won't ship to my house.
They
Yeah, they
will.
will.
We-
Just use
we discussed it.
75. Yeah.
Just ship to
use-
Abel's
Oh.
house and go pick it up.
Use
Yeah. Omni.
Abel's zip code.
Yeah,
It'll
yeah.
get
Use
there.
my zip code.
Omni, ship to my house? I'll leave it on porch for you, bud.
You don't need to be there. You just send them the picture of your license. They'll leave it on Abel's desk.
Send him a picture of Nick's license. Even better.
Yeah. Just say
No.
this
I
guy.
do already have a copy of that.
Check it
Everyone
out.
does.
As you should.
What else?
So anyway,
Nick?
also a White Claw to start things off because there ain't no law with the claw.
Oh, Jesus Christ, you people. You claw people. That's what I mean to say.
I
You
drank
mean you
this.
people.
That's-
More
I
money,
like
More
that
more
money, more
problems.
problems from Pipeworks.
I like that one.
Abel would like this. It's.
I did like it.
It is very. It was.
Is it
Yeah.
sweet? Is
It
it
is
just
sweet,
too sweet?
sweet
It's a lot of marshmallow.
deliciousness.
And
Yep.
How
it's
can you
real
do
marshmallow.
that, Abel? That's just too much.
Better
so
than the
good, man.
Fluffer Nutter by like 1,000,000%.
When we have those sweet beers like that, sharing it's great. It's
And then
Too
I did
much
a
to
I did
drink.
a Fremont
Oh, look at you. fucking
Dark Star
Star.
coffee, 2017.
So jelly.
hey guys, I got
Oh.
that raise today, so maybe
It's good.
I
Maybe
can
you
get
can
that.
sign up,
For, no, that's not in the works at all. I just
and I'm
got that in the works.
probably gonna pop
Pay off your
a.
house. Pay off your house first.
That's what I'm
Probably gonna
doing.
open a tweak next.
Mm,
I got one chilling. So
Ooh.
ain't
bad,
nothing wrong with
bad
tweak.
decisions.
Not everything's great with tweak. It's been a while since I've had a tweak.
I want to go back to
That's-
Avery.
That's a
Have
top
you ever
five.
done a tweak at altitude?
Yeah.
I want to go
have.
back to Avery.
Yes. Yes.
I want to live at
Oh.
Avery.
Yeah,
Oh.
let's be realistic. The best part of that thing was not the conference. It was
It was
It was hanging
Avery
out with
and
me.
the-
I
It was
understand.
hanging out with the
Yeah.
friends,
four
Avery
four
and
bros.
Hey.
Putt Putt and pizza.
We can
Yeah.
we can wrap this up and we can drink more.
Okay.
We gotta talk about what we watched.
wait,
and
no,
then
I'm-
what we're
I
watching
didn't-
next.
So, so I had
Wait,
this.
wait.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
Nick had bourbon,
I
bullet.
had bullets, as
Yep.
I do, because I cheap, and Miller Lite.
Miller
is a
Lite.
cheap. Yep. I ran out of beer this week. My wife's going to Petacolas
Wow.
tomorrow.
My wife.
Yeah, she's going to Petacolas tomorrow to pick up her running stuff for their virtual run, and she's getting me some sit down. So if anybody wants a can of sit down, I can drop it at a porch.
What the
Man,
hell is
I mean,
a virtual run?
I will
Me.
take some. I'll take some sit down.
It's where you
Yeah.
say you're gonna run, but you really don't.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not running at all. I'm never gonna say I'm gonna run.
I'll sit down while she runs.
Can she pick some up for me? Hey, Abel, what are you drinking there?
Wait,
Bruga
Uh,
rhythm.
You learn how to frame a fucking beer, bud.
if I put it up
There you go.
right here,
You got to get it below the green screen.
Man,
Ugh.
if you guys actually want extra beer,
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. I like
Yes.
beer.
I would
so
like
this
a
is,
growler of sit down. Okay, thank you.
Voodoo-
Oh yeah, I'll take
no,
a
they
growler.
they,
and sit
they
down.
sell it by cans now.
I would like a
for-
growler of sit
I'll
down.
take a
please. Thank you.
64-ounce can of sit down.
They don't do
I'll
crowlers.
take the
they
largest
they,
size
to-
of sit down you can get me.
They can do a 4-pack of sit down.
Welcome
Okay,
to
Well,
Word
that
Guy.
beer
Right.
looks good.
Welcome to Abel. You have the floor.
Stop
Look-
yelling over
alright.
Abel.
Welcome to
Abel has the
Alcohol
floor.
Cinema. I'm Omni.
No one's gonna get any of this beer. That's great.
This is Voodoo Breweries and Cycles collaboration brew rhythm.
I think you made one of those words up.
It's called If X, Then Monday.
Oh,
Oh,
Anyway.
play on the cycle.
And I just poured a Prairie Pirate Punch.
Oh, pirate
Imperial
punch.
Stout
That's what it
aged
said.
in rum barrels with orange blossom water
Mm.
and almonds.
I don't know if I like
Sounds pretty fancy.
the second half of those things. Is it good?
you
I
had
don't
me
know.
at Rum Barrel.
Rate it
It's too
on a
cold right
scale of
God
0
damn
to
it, Omni.
5.
All right. What did we watch? I can tell you I watched Hamilton and that's it.
Oh,
Let's save that for the end, and we'll all
Okay.
talk about that together.
Anything
So-
besides Hamilton?
I
Yep.
started watching Killing Eve.
I haven't seen
Did
that.
they though?
2 episodes in, and holy shit, we're hooked. Like first episode. Normally the pilot is kind of like, all right, I've heard good
What's
things
it
about
about?
it. It's about like a serial killer and the police that are trying to catch her. It's British.
Oh, I wonder if
Yeah.
my wife watched that without me because the serial killer
In
stuff. I
my
just
in my
she's
5
just-
trying to catch her. It's like the very first episode. We were like, yep, we're in, and that doesn't happen very often. Normally, it's like, oh yeah, everyone says we need to watch Breaking Bad, and then we watch the first episode, and we're like, okay.
It
And then we
wasn't
watch
for me,
another
Evil.
episode, and we're like, they're like, oh, you gotta like skip through the first season. Like, no, why should we have to power through a season? Anyway, watch Killing Eve. 2 episodes in, it's really good. Also, I watched The Matrix like 6 times.
Matrix 6? That's a new one.
No, they've only made one Matrix. They're going to make a second
Uh,
one soon.
The
You're right.
Matrix.
The
Top
Matrix.
Matrix.
There's only one.
Uh,
no,
I
we're
haven't-
gonna watch that on this podcast because I'm holding out until that episode.
I've-
That's the episode you're gonna show for it.
Yep.
I have several I watched. So Justin, you want to go next or Abel?
Fucking hit her up. Let's
I'll
see
go
it.
next. I
Abel
watched,
doesn't watch anything.
I watched Hamilton, and then I watched Trolls World Tour.
Oh God, my
Um,
family was
okay.
watching that right now, and I'm
Are
out.
they? It's fine.
The first one was fun. I think
Yeah,
the second
it's
one's about
fine.
the same.
It's
No,
Okay.
the second one was like
movie.
getting kicked in the nuts. Sorry.
I
didn't mean to derail
refused to
you.
pay $20 to rent it, so I waited until this week.
Have you
It
tried the
was
pirate? Bay?
$4.50. No, I don't illegally download movies.
He's
I'm not condoning piracy. I'm just saying you have.
Come on.
I
You're
illegally
fired.
download cars and guns.
He would download it
from my 3D printer, but not movies.
I mean, I would illegally download a car.
I would if I could. I mean, who wouldn't?
How about some tea? Would you
I mean,
illegally?
I'm in the
download some
process
tea?
of making a car.
Oh,
He's,
that's
look,
your.
he's doing it right now.
These are all my 3D printed parts on my desk.
Oh shit! He's almost got a piston.
I do almost. What will it be?
Abel, what'd you watch?
It was fine. The kids loved it. We'll watch it again. But Hamilton, we'll talk
We'll get
about
to it.
that in a minute.
Abel.
So I watched Rocket Man.
Okay, yeah.
That was, it was
Eddie-
okay.
Eggy Edgerton.
Yeah, it was okay.
See, I
Um,
thought the same thing. I need to go back and watch it because everybody said that was better than the Queen
No,
version.
no.
I like the Queen version so much more, but it could be that I like Queen more than I like
Elton John.
Elton John. Yeah.
I like. Yeah, that could be it. But it just, it was too if it was too focused on all of the dark side of his life, and
Wait, is Omni laughing because I
how-
like Queen?
No, like I thought you were arguing about a movie about a guy with a rocket pack.
No,
That's
that's
the
Rocketeer.
That's
That's
Rocketeer,
we,
Rocketeer,
yeah,
sir.
we already we watched that.
We've
It's
seen
part of the
that
podcast.
one.
It's like,
Good movie.
what is there to argue about?
Watched Guns Akimbo because it was on Amazon.
So I haven't seen that yet. Is it worth a watch?
It's cranked with Harry Potter.
Wait,
just
does he have
doesn't-
sex with a lady on a
No,
racetrack?
there's no, and it just doesn't live
Okay.
up to cranked.
It
It's-
seems that's
it's-
what you kind of go
It's
with.
very
it, but-
meh, very meh.
Okay.
But Crank's not a good movie though.
It's
Well,
not,
cranked was fun. That's the difference.
it was stupid.
Stupid.
It was
but fun.
different.
Stupid.
It was different, but
Then they did
Yeah.
again.
And
What
then
if-
they did it again.
What was crank?
Oops.
Jason Statham has to keep his heart rate up of a certain thing or he dies.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh,
Speed.
speed for the heart.
that's different.
Human
Yeah.
speed.
No, that's Keanu Reeves.
Human
Um,
speed.
I watched the
What was-
Human speed.
I watched Hamilton, and we'll
Nope.
talk about that in a minute. And then we'll, but that led me into watching the series Turn, Washington Spies on it from AMC a long time ago. I guess 2 years ago. Solid. That's a solid one. Solid series. And then watch The Old Guard with Charlize Theron.
Their own. Yeah, I
Who
saw that. Is that
Does
good?
not age. Apparently, she's a fucking vampire.
Oh gosh, she's so beautiful. Love her.
It's good.
Talking about any part of her body.
Except
I-
for Monster. Don't
I'd
watch
take her
Monster.
to. She transforms. She nails that too, though.
She
She's
does.
Such a good actress.
But not hot.
She has range. No,
Not
it
hot in that.
happens.
Does.
Has range. Good for
Yeah,
her.
Old Guard though, watch it. It's solid. There I have complaints, but I'll wait till you guys watch it.
Old guard.
Okay.
Yeah.
God. Yeah, that
Alright.
just came out like this week, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, I watched a lot of stuff in this little break we had because I've been trying to stay off the computer.
The 3-week break in podcast.
Yeah, so I watched Ready Player One again just to get a new perspective on it. I gave it too much flack the first time I watched it because I
Good.
love the book a lot. The book was so much fun, but I think they did a decent job with the movie.
Movie's enjoyable.
It was fine.
The movie's enjoyable. I think that's the best way to put it. The movie's
I
enjoyable.
mean,
The
book's
you're not-
always better.
Yeah, but there's a few times the book or the movie can be as good as the book, I think, but it's very hard and few in between.
Yeah.
I think the
So-
point with that movie is like it was a fine movie, but would I ever try to watch it again? Probably not.
No, I
I've
did.
watched-
I might
I
try
watched
it.
it like 4 times. Yeah.
It's fun.
Well,
It's just
for
fun.
you guys. I get it. For me, I'm like, eh.
The-
Didn't read
so
the book. It was fine.
I wish they would have had the more challenges that they did in the book, because the book challenges were better.
books,
It's just
books
hard
are
to
always
get all
better.
that crammed into a 2 hour.
And that's what it was. Like
should
the
try to be an
D-
hour
always better.
28.
So many
if they
details.
threw on those if they threw on that D&D challenge, I would have been all in instantly.
So the most fun thing about watching that movie for me is, I'm watching it with like when it came out, I was watching it with a
8-year-old?
9-year-old,
Yeah.
8-year-old, whenever it was, and like he's now seen some of the things that the
Go
movie
along
drew
with it?
from.
Yeah.
So like he hasn't seen The Shining.
Oh,
but
why
he's-
not? Come on.
He started to see
What
some
kind
of
of-
the other movies.
I
and
haven't
books.
seen The
8-year-old,
Shining.
what 8, 9-year-old
The
has
only
The
problem is that
Shining?
really disgusting lady that with the erotic.
The
boobs.
vampire lady,
bathtub?
yeah.
I don't know. She was kind of hot when you
Oh,
first
she's
see
hot
her
for
in
a
The
second.
Shining. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I watched that. It again, like we said,
You watched it
Watch it.
again?
no, not
Yep.
yet. No, that's not my genre. So we watched Eurovision, the new.
With
Will Ferrell?
Will Ferrell.
I think
Yeah.
you cut that title off a little bit.
I did
Eurovision.
watch that one. I watched that one too.
It's fun. It's a Will Ferrell movie. It's
I've heard it's
fun.
like the
It's
best
goofy.
Will Ferrell movie ever because it's like legit Eurovision. Like, people who
goof-
love Eurovision are like,
Oh,
"Thank you for
Yeah.
making this movie."
I
We
didn't know
needed
Eurovision
this."
was a thing until after I watched that movie. And then like, I was like, Chelsea, YouTube just recommended me like 30 years to Eurovision. I was like, this is a thing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So like I was listening to the BBC podcast. I know. But they were like, yeah, so Will Ferrell did this thing and it like nails everything that we're missing. It's like, first of all, I didn't know Will Ferrell could act. Second of all, I didn't know Eurovision was an actual thing. And boom, you got them both.
No, it was
It's
fun.
like American Idol.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
stupid
like,
American Idol. But
so
they got
if
the
you
bells.
if you Americanized American Idol, it'd be Eurovision.
Yeah.
Like take it up to
All
11.
the states could vote. Yeah.
Okay. And
I
then the
did.
next
So before you move on, I did watch the Gordon Keith, Will Ferrell, Casa de Mi Padre interview last night. I don't think I'd ever seen that one.
You know, Gordon
was pretty
Keith
great.
doesn't translate to, I'm pretty sure 90% of our audience.
Are
All
you sure?
three
Our
of our
audience is
listeners.
pretty specific. But that was
$13.10
pretty-
a ticket.
That was pretty great.
A Cumulus station.
You should check.
Yeah.
You should check it out. Gordon
Okay.
Keith, Will Ferrell.
So I've been lackadaisical on my nerd culture recently, and I finally watched Rise of Skywalker. Because Christmas is always a hectic time for me. So
The
I usually go
Movie
see
from
those
like 4 years ago.
that was the movie from last year. But I usually watch that with my father because that's a thing
Bur-
we shared. But this
Vern
last
got
Christ-
to it before you
Oh,
did.
this Christmas was a little awkward. It just we didn't have time. So I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it. I was like, I want to sit down and just be in the moment. I watched it, and it's another Star Wars movie. I didn't hate it. It's better than prequels. It's still better than prequels, I think. They had to wrap up a lot really quickly. I could see where everybody hates some parts of it, but like you're shrugging, yeah,
it's meh. It's a movie.
it's a movie. I don't
It-
hate it. I don't vehemently hate it like a lot of people hate it.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's
That-
it's
It's
not
fine.
episode 1. Like, I mean,
It's not.
It's them having to redo everything that they did in the second one because it didn't fucking make any sense. They're like, how do we wrap this up? All right,
It-
did it. We did it.
It's
Still didn't make any sense with all those fucking Star Destroyers.
No, the Emperor had
It's just- it was a little silly
Evil
there at the
Jawas,
end, but-
evil Ewoks and Jawas built those. You're good.
Whatever.
That's right.
It was fun. I enjoyed it. So from there, I went and I watched Mandalorian again.
good.
Fucking that
That's-
show
That's good.
fucking nailed it.
Star Wars is better on a small screen. Oh, come at me. Star Wars better on a small
Holiday
screen.
special.
No,
Holiday
I think
special.
you're right.
They never
Christ,
made
it's so
that.
good.
Yes, they did.
So I
It's in the
so
can.
while I was doing this, I made some of my Lego Star Wars my mom gets me every year for Christmas, and I have a stockpile of them. So I made a TIE Fighter prototype 1 and then a Imperial TIE Fighter.
Your mom's been buying you Legos since you were like 5, right?
I've got
So she-
Legos a lot, but she started
so
buying
she
me
bought you,
Legos
like, 8?
by the time I was like 22. She's like, "What do you need?" I was like, "I don't need anything." So I get Legos.
Lego.
Lego, sorry. And then I watched Solo for the first time because I hadn't seen that yet. And
It's a
It's okay.
movie.
I like how they incorporate the Kessel Run because you have to, because that's the only thing that's talked about with the character. Really. And yeah, I liked it. I was gonna try to go watch the animated show that I heard was really good, Attack of the Clones. I heard that was
It's a thing.
It's a lot of
is it not
stuff
good?
to watch.
Yeah, it's a lot. I tried to
It's
start
its own
watching
world,
it,
right?
but it's
I heard
the only,
Really
the only
bad.
way I'm going to get through it is if Ferris wants to watch it, and he's not old enough yet. So
oh it's
So we're watching it right now, and like I've heard season 7 is like mind blowing amazing, and we haven't. We're
It's
in,
a
like,
long
that's
way
a
to
long
go.
ways away.
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
so I
You
might
got a long
just-
way to go and a short time to get there.
Yep.
Right.
So and then the other thing I watched was Hamilton. Good. Yeah, everybody knows that. So we can talk about that.
Can we talk about it now?
Well, spoiler alert.
It's about
How
It's
did you
Omni
not watch
Hamilton.
that?
I don't have tickets.
You don't need those anymore.
you got the Disney Plus, and you have a bay that you could see pirates in too.
We're gonna talk about
I would-
Hamilton.
One
I would
may,
never condone
You
pirating.
can talk about Hamilton. Or
Yeah,
not?
we're talking
Yeah,
about Hamilton.
that's
but no
good.
spoilers.
Let's go.
for-
That's it. It's
We
good.
don't ruin it for Omni.
Yeah,
Say
that
it's-
happened.
Look, he shoots Aaron Burr. It's fine.
He does.
Yeah, he shot first though.
He's Greedo.
No, that's the other way around.
That's all we can say. It's good. We can't without spoiling or talking about it.
It's
fine.
fucking
I
history.
mean, you might as
It's
well.
really good.
Spoil. Like
It's
Look,
really
it's-
good. We should watch
I
it.
don't. Yeah, how do you spoil it? The songs were very good. They did a great job at portraying this.
yeah, it's fantastic.
They probably paint Hamilton in a better light than he probably should have been painted to. Sure.
With every historical
What do you
figure
mean?
in the past.
he's like the most
Listen,
undertold founding father.
Correct, but
in
they
history.
probably paint him into a better light. Like he probably had some shady shit, right?
I guarantee
I'm sure
you,
they all
every
did.
founding
They
father.
Included,
said
they
it in
included
the
some of
fucking
his
thing.
shady shit in it. Yeah.
it's very much the shady shit he did was in the show.
He
That's
was
true.
Yeah.
he was blackmailed because of his shady shit.
Yeah.
Directly.
but he did have.
He wasn't a slave owner.
Yeah, that's true. He supported his friend who wanted to free the slaves, and
He wanted-
that person
did he
got
He
wanted
did
to be
marry
a-
into a slave owning family, but
He
that's fine. You can't. Here's the problem. Okay,
You
let's
can't be
talk about-
perfect.
Let's talk about the reaction.
He's not a
people are having.
messiah.
Let's talk about the reaction that everyone's been having to this in the current culture we're in now. It's like, oh, they didn't do this, and this is like, it's a fucking play. They can't encompass the entirety of
History
this-
in two and
this
a half
history.
hours.
And everyone in there, yes, most of these people owned slaves. A lot of them didn't want that, but they were working toward it. That was the time.
But it wasn't about that anyway.
It wasn't about that. It was about that for that one character and for Hamilton too. They wanted to see that happen, but that's not
Which
what
one
the show
character?
was about.
Thomas Jefferson?
John Lawrence. John Lawrence.
John Lawrence.
Oh.
John Lawrence, the one that died and became his son.
Whoa, that's a spoiler right there.
Wait,
Damn,
Seriously, thanks, Nick.
ruined it.
Well, he
Read
knew
John
he
Lawrence
died.
died.
Well,
even though
he
came
also
back
had
as his
he also
son.
had the line with Thomas
Way,
Jefferson being
way
a
to
slave
fuck
owner.
up history for
right?
me.
Anyways,
Never
it's-
reading another
It's
book.
really good. It's probably
Down.
going to be on Broadway
Audible.
forever.
Audible.
Forever and ever.
It'll be on Broadway forever.
Forever.
If it's not, then it's a tragedy. It's better than
It's
Cats,
kind-
and Cats.
I thought it was a musical.
It's
I'm glad I never have to see that
it's
one.
a
No, you
musical
will.
tragedy.
I will never watch
So-
that one.
It's good and you should watch it and you should like it.
If you
Otherwise,
don't like
you
it,
have
it's
to.
fine, but you should watch it.
No,
On a scale
don't
of
have to like it.
Cats,
you should. If you don't, you're wrong.
Spamalot, Phantom.
Fucking Spamalot's so good.
Oh
I
my
do
god,
love
it's
Phantom.
so terrible.
I love Phantom.
Book of Mormon.
It's better than Book of Mormon.
It's better than Book of Mormon.
Uh,
And I watched it with you, just in a different spot.
Well, yeah, no, we were like very very close.
we were almost touching.
For me,
We hung
Book
out
of Mormon.
she
intermission.
touched tips.
For me,
We-
Book of Mormon's
the
not.
wives had wine together.
Oh, all right. That's pretty much
Book
it.
of Mormon for me is one of those ones I don't really need to go back to.
You know, if
It's
wife
fun
wanted to
as
see
fuck.
it again, I would go so that I didn't have to go to something worse like Cats.
And this
Fuck
one's
Cats, by the
one's
way.
good because if unless you're not into it, this pretty much the entire musical is sung. There's like a minute worth of speaking.
There's
It's
very
not-
little speaking.
So if you want to watch it,
Oh,
hear it again, you
God,
can
that
just listen to the
sounds-
soundtrack. No, it's
That's
really
right.
good.
No, it's great, Omni.
Unless you're not into
and they also
only
repeat.
problem-
Fine.
They repeat some songs.
The only
several
problem with
times
Book
throughout
of
the-
Mormon was we watched it at a great venue, where when we watched Hamilton, it was a shitty venue.
it was fine.
It wasn't a
fine.
great venue though. But when we watched Book of Mormon, it was a good venue.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll call it a little different.
Spamalot
than the
still
way
sucked.
that
I
we've
did.
seen.
I like
we saw the
Spamalot.
same venue, and we saw a
That Spamalot was good.
in the same venue, Nick, we saw a show that was poorly produced and mic'd and audio mixed where we saw Hamilton, which was really good in that venue.
That's true. I the seating arrangement sucks, is what I'm
Oh,
saying.
whatever.
Like the stack. I'm not
Your
a fucking
stack.
giant.
That's true. I had
Have
no
you
problems.
tried being taller?
Have you tried
or
being
at least
we should have brought you could have got those
human-sized?
kids seats. They had the boosters. Next time we go.
That's true.
Yeah, the person behind you would have been like, "Hey, can you?" Never mind, you're good.
We could wrap it up and go to Omni.
That's it.
Wait, oh wait, we still have to pick something, right?
That's what. That's
Go
what
to
I'm
Why are you
going
going to
for.
me? So based on this movie, there were a few things that I was really looking forward to picking, like Spaceballs
Seen it?
Nope.
Check the
or
radar.
I get.
You Like Apples,
Yeah.
Oh.
Good Will
Well,
Huntings.
Good Will Huntings, but
Yeah.
you jerks already did it.
No, we haven't
Did
seen
we-
Good
No,
Will
we
we
haven't.
haven't?
We haven't seen that,
We
but
haven't
it's
seen Good Will Hunting.
drama.
It
You
was
can
like
pick
totally
it.
on your. It was
It's
totally
not
on your
on my- It's
page.
not. We did not. We
There's
probably
no
said
way we-
about them apples, but we did not see Good Will Hunting.
It's a drama, and it would be
Oh, well.
harder to talk about, but I'd watch it.
I'm still not
I like
choosing it because
Fine.
screw those guys.
Got him.
And then there was a bunch of movies that I wanted to pick, but feel like I shouldn't, like Doctor Strangelove, which is the movie I feel like I need to watch. I've never watched it,
You should watch it.
Me
You should watch
too.
it, Yeah.
It's a good movie,
so I
But-
kind of want to pick that.
Yeah.
but not for this. Yeah.
And then some movies like Seven,
Yeah.
but the
It's an upbeat
1970
movie.
version, which I've never heard of.
Yeah.
Nope.
Which I'm not even
So-
sure we can get, but we can try.
I'm not even sure it's a thing. Great movies like Deadly Weapon, not to be confused with Lethal Weapon.
It sounds great.
That
What
ran
about
on the
Morty?
I'm
TV
in.
Is
I'm
it-
in for that one.
Is there a
Casual
mortal
sex
weapon?
with a question mark at the end? Like, okay.
We have to see to find out. Apparently.
Attack of the Crab Monsters? Like, you want to see those.
It sounds like an
What-
MST3K.
I mean,
Yep.
okay,
it
we can
definitely-
try. We can try.
We're not that good yet.
So for
We can pay
the
for
the
this.
more serious things, JFK.
blown
Oof.
away.
That
He
is
was
a
a-
long movie.
What else do I have to
What
say?
was
He was
Like-
a president.
Look, he finally got it through his head that Dallas didn't want him around.
Damn it.
Thank you, Mike
God,
Reiner.
I have to go and watch or go to the BGG con sometimes, and we have to drive past that point. And Rags has to point it out every time we
Every
do.
time. Hey, it's right there.
Hey, do the tour next time.
I've done
I'm
it. It's right there.
So we do have some
Right there.
obvious
Do
options
you point
like
out-
Police Academy
Do you
4.
point out this is the spot where JFK lost his mind?
yeah.
God damn.
Right here.
What's wrong with you guys?
Look, there was 3 bullets. It's all
Listen,
good.
so let me before you go
When-
further on me 1 second. My junior high history teacher was infatuated with that JFK in the
Did he own
assassination.
JFK's bathtub?
With the
No.
movie.
I know
but
somebody that does.
He had
I
us in the front.
Did he ever
bottom-
interview Will Ferrell?
in the front area of the junior high? He had us recreate that scene, and he had someone get up on the
Wait.
roof with a fake wooden gun. It has some people go, and he did the whole thing of like, this is where the bullet. And yeah, so junior high you can't get away with that anymore. I'm pretty sure, but
No.
we
That sounds,
reenacted
like
the
a,
murder.
that sounds like a great lesson to teach 13-year-olds.
It was
Well-
fun. Anyways, on the carry on.
So you're saying JFK might be a good one?
Ooh, that
No.
might be a little long.
What's that? A 3-hour and 10-minute movie?
I'll
It's a
meet you at the
long
end there,
movie.
bud.
It's not a tight 90.
I'll
Yeah,
show up
what is it?
eventually.
What's the guy name that does that movie? JFK.
Oliver Stone.
Oliver Stone. He's known for short movies.
yes. Yes.
Like his Civil War reenactment was shorter than the actual war,
Right.
or longer.
Anyways, sorry,
words.
continue.
So we could change to Police Academy 4,
We
We
could.
could. We could.
but
But
we can't trust the next person to successfully go to 5.
And he won't.
who's
might.
next? Abel.
Big-
is
He
the
might.
next
big fat-
person.
We,
But he-
we can't trust you. You're not trustable. So we could go to such greats as the Brady Bunch movie, but I'm not sure I want to show up for that.
I love that movie. So stupid.
I don't want to be here. It's good. I'm fine.
And if you
Or-
don't, then we just watch Police Academy 4 by default.
I mean, sometimes I bury the lead. You're doing a really good job.
I mean,
I
like I've
appreciate
been
it.
thinking about this for like
There's a lot of options.
87
3
minutes.
3 weeks.
I actually legit wanted to do Gremlins 2.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, such
that's
a
a movie.
great movie. How like the Key and Peele sketch about that movie, so great.
But instead, I feel like we need to
No.
do some Dennis Miller
Uh-oh.
Joe Dierte, gotcha.
and Wesley Snipes.
I'm lost now.
Murder at 1600.
Okay, I'm in.
I don't
give
even know
Abel-
that murder.
You give Abel Wesley Snipes, and we'll run with it.
Like, I mean, I could set him off.
Who
with
did you
worse.
use to get to this, by the way?
So George R. Robertson
Close enough.
was Mac Falls
Of
in
course he was.
Oh,
Murder at 1600, and in this he was Commissioner Hearst.
we got Ronnie Cox. We can get back to Robot Cop.
Oh, boys. We got Diane Lane.
Oh, and
Oh.
also,
Yeah.
Murder at 1600 can
Oh.
still get us to JFK if
Oh, dude.
someone.
We haven't seen Judge Dredd. Oh, my God.
Holy
my
shit.
God.
Have we not seen Judge Dredd yet?
no, we have
No,
not.
we have
Oh,
not.
my God.
Senior
We
trip.
can get back to
saw-
Stallone.
Demolition.
Oh.
Yeah,
No, we've already seen Demolition
we
Man.
saw Demolition Man. I think that's the closest we've gotten to Judge.
I think those are the best of the Stallone Snipes movies. Let's be realistic. Demolition Man's a perfect movie.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, I was hoping
Alright.
for Blade, but
Oh, Blade too.
Ooh.
Well, we can get there
No,
next.
as when it comes to comic book movies, early onsetters, Blade's pretty
Blade's,
good.
Blade's a
pretty
good.
solid. I'm
Blade's
not
a
gonna
good
lie.
movie.
Even
Maybe
the
it's a
one
little-
with the arrows and the woman.
That strobe in the club
They-
with the blood
They
from
went
the
crazy on the
sprinklers.
third one.
Could watch
You know
our
what?
first Robin
Looking crazy.
Williams movie.
I don't think I've ever seen Murder at 1600, so I'm actually happy about this one.
I have never seen
Boom.
the movie.
You're welcome. It's got Dennis Miller in it, so
That's unfortunate.
Man, I love me some
If
Dennis.
you go to the
Miller.
net after this, it will be very disappointed in you.
You've already watched the net.
Oh, well, you haven't watched
Oh, we
the
haven't.
net.
We have not
Oh,
watched
oh,
it
We
yet.
hell yeah.
purposely avoided that one, by the
Oh,
way.
well,
You know
then you
why?
can go to
Because it's bad?
Bordello of Blood.
We could. We haven't seen that
I
either.
saw that back when it came out.
It's not good.
It's not good. Demon Knight. as
fun, though.
well. Yeah.
My COVID beard's getting longer and longer, boys.
All right.
Love
Well,
me some Dennis
I'm
Miller.
excited about that. Good pick, Omni. We will come back for Murder at 1600 next time.
Sounds good.
Mabel?
No, you're not.
Got him.
He's Jason.
That's Nick.
Did you say
That's-
welcome to Alcohol Cinema?
I'm Omni.
Goodbye from Uncle Cinema. I'm
Welcome.
Bye.
Oh
Dolly, dolly, you know.
my God. Or just cut it. Cut it.
Bye. See you next time.
I already stopped.